Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy? He's been on your show many times.
Rumors are swirling about Ellen DeGeneres and some seriously wild parties thrown by Diddy. Could America's sweetheart really be caught up in the scandal? Let's find out. Sean Diddy Combs, a name that is famous in the world of rap and hip-hop, has recently been shrouded in controversy. Allegations against him, which trace back to the 90s, have surged into a tempest of serious accusations, including sex trafficking, sex assault, and even the distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms, as reported by NBC. These claims have led to raids at his properties in Los Angeles and Miami just this past March. In the wake of these events, a particular moment from the Ellen DeGeneres show has resurfaced, sparking a whole new level of scrutiny. It all began with a TikTok video uploaded by @JoeOfEverything, where Ellen DeGeneres, while being surrounded by paparazzi, was asked if she was taken aback by the allegations against Diddy. Interestingly, she avoided answering whether she had attended any of his notorious parties, quickly ducking into her car. This is where things get even more interesting. Remember the good old days when celebrities casually dropped by on Ellen's couch? Well, back in a 2009 episode, Ellen and Diddy had a lighthearted exchange when he teased her about never showing up to his parties despite receiving invites to every single one. "You just haven't seemed to show up," he remarked. Ellen playfully countered that she would definitely attend if she hosted something on the Wild Coast instead of the East Coast. But the conversation didn't end there. Diddy, ever the charismatic host, quipped that he might just throw the next party at Ellen's place, to which he added, at the after party. Ellen responded with a knowing, no, I know about those. Now doesn't that make you wonder what she might have known about these after parties? With all that's going on, it's no surprise that Ellen seemed a bit uneasy when Diddy's name was brought up by the paparazzi. Then, Ellen asks about the timing of these infamous gatherings. Diddy admits his parties kick off as early as 9:30 p.m., which surprises Ellen. "That's a different type of party," she comments. "Typically, you would think these glitzy events would start at midnight, right?" But here's Diddy chuckling as he says they wrap up around 3 a.m., often moving to the top 2 floors of a hotel. Ellen quickly adds, "And then it will carry on there," hinting she might know a bit about the late-night parties, though she's careful to play it off with a laugh. The allegations? She claims he subjected her to physical abuse, forced her to take drugs, wear masks, and perform for other men while he watched. The most chilling part is that whenever she tried to leave, she alleges he assaulted her, then confined her in various locations until her bruises faded. The security staff, she says, was instructed to make sure she obeyed Diddy's instructions. Adding to the gravity, another young woman has stepped forward with claims against Diddy dating back to when she was 17. She says that in 2003, the president of Diddy's Bad Boy Records flew her from Michigan to New York on a private jet. Once there, she alleges that during a recording session, she was given alcohol until she was intoxicated and then taken advantage of by Combs and others before being sent back to Detroit. Now let's switch the scene to something completely different but equally startling. The daytime television world, particularly the behind-the-scenes atmosphere of the Ellen DeGeneres show. Hedda Muscat, a former TV producer for Ellen when the show started in 2003, has come out swinging against the once beloved host, calling her a toxic, phony, hypocrite liar. Muscat describes a work environment that was far from the fun and upbeat vibe Ellen projected on screen. From the get-go, the staff were instructed not to speak to Ellen or even enter her office, creating a climate of fear. She recalls how executive producer Ed Glavin would frequently lose his temper, and rather than stepping in, Ellen would laugh off the outbursts, sometimes even calling Glavin her dog. Then there's Chris Ferris, a former waitress at a high-end vegan restaurant in West Hollywood, who served Ellen and her wife Portia de Rossi. You would think that serving a celebrity couple would be a highlight, right? But Chris's experience was anything but glamorous. After a brunch shift, she faced unexpected criticism from Ellen herself over something as minor as chipped nail polish. Ellen went so far as to email the restaurant owner about it. The result? Chris was handed a 2-week suspension without pay. Feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, she decided to quit instead of serving the suspension. Reflecting on the incident later, Chris wondered, what is happening in your life that you aren't already busy with the bountiful grace that's happening to your wealth, your influence? Why do you have the time to mess with someone who is just serving you? This incident adds another layer to Ellen DeGeneres, who has often been whispered about in showbiz circles as being tough to work with. These whispers were largely unspoken publicly until comedian Kathy Griffin shed light on them in her 2016 memoir. Kathy described an encounter with a beloved daytime talk show host with short blonde hair, clearly hinting at Ellen. According to Kathy, Ellen was angry during their conversation because Kathy had previously stated on a show that she wished women, particularly those influential and over 50, would support each other more in the entertainment industry. Ellen's response to that was, "I don't have to have anybody on my show I don't like and I don't want." As time went on, more celebrities began to express their concerns about Ellen's demeanor, paralleling a growing number of clips circulating on social media that showed her making guests uncomfortable. Shifting focus to Sean Diddy Combs, he had his own awkward moment on national television. Last year, during an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Diddy was taken aback when Jimmy mentioned a wild claim made by Diddy's former bodyguard about a past relationship. Jimmy queried, "I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard. He said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up for a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?" Diddy responded, visibly shaken, "This show's gotten crazier since the last time I was here. You really heard that? I don't know what you're talking about, Jimmy. I thought we were friends. Where did this come from?" Isn't it a bit ironic? Both Ellen DeGeneres and Sean Diddy Combs have long been vocal about themes of love and kindness. Ellen has famously centered her brand on the slogan, "Be kind to everyone," while Diddy has embraced the "I am love" mantra for the past few years. However, despite their public declarations, allegations suggest a different story behind the scenes, especially concerning their personal relationships. For Diddy, the allegations are particularly severe. In a lawsuit filled with harrowing details, singer Cassie describes a dark side to her 10-year relationship with him, starting when she was just 19. When Ellen hasn't faced accusations of physical abuse, there's been plenty of chatter about her being controlling and possessive in her relationship with her wife, Portia de Rossi. Rumors have swirled, suggesting that Ellen pressured Portia to quit her acting career. Both celebrities, it seems, share some potentially troubling personality traits, which perhaps explains why they don't get along so well. But since Diddy is a frequent guest on Ellen's show, they clearly enjoyed each other's company. With all these revelations coming to light, one has to wonder how much of the "be kind" and "I am love" personas are just for show. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you found this video enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.